When you first install AutoCAD Electrical 2015 and you want to start a new AutoCAD Electrical drawing, you would normally go up to the Quick Access toolbar here, or use perhaps the application menu, the big red A there in the corner. Both of them have got the option to create a new drawing file. As soon as I click on New, it prompts me to select from a template. Now those templates can be confusing to the new AutoCAD or AutoCAD Electrical user. Some of them are very self-explanatory. So for example, ACAD Electrical IEC, you know that that's an AutoCAD Electrical template to the IEC standard, the metric European standard. AutoCAD Electrical.dwt is the Imperial JIC American standard. So if I selected ACAD Electrical.dwt there and clicked on Open, that will open up a new electrical drawing for me using that particular template. And what I can do then is I can then, utilizing my tools over here with the project manager, which we'll look at later, I can then add this particular drawing, save it to my AutoCAD Electrical project. I'm just going to close that. I don't need to save it or anything, and that will go back to Demo 01, which was already open in this particular AutoCAD Electrical session. Now, I might not want to open up new drawings that way just by selecting a template. I might want to utilize a slightly more sophisticated tool that's been around for a long time, and that's your startup dialog box. Now it's controlled by the startup variable. So make sure down on the status bar you've got your dynamic input here on. Bring your crosshair into the drawing area and type startup, all one word. So there's startup there. You can press enter if you want to, or on the suggestion menu, just click on the word startup. Now it's prompting me for a new value for the startup variable. At the moment it's defaulted to 3. I'm going to change that to 1 and then press enter. And what that does is it switches on the startup dialog box. So if I now go up here to new again, I now get the startup dialog box. And as I work across the startup dialog box, you'll see that this is a very neat little sophisticated tool. It's actually been around since AutoCAD Release 14, which was about 1997. So here I can open any existing drawings that I've saved in this session. Now I haven't actually saved any drawings yet, so it's grayed out. But as soon as you start saving drawings, when you click on it, it will give you a list of previously saved drawings, which saves you having to go and look them up and find them. This icon here, Start from Scratch, allows me to utilize either a blank Imperial feet and inches template, which is the ACAD.dwt template, or I can use the metric blank template, which is the ACAD ISO.dwt file in the list of standard AutoCAD templates. If I go to this one, use a template, I can go and look, strangely enough, at that list of templates that comes up when I originally clicked on New without the startup variable being set to 1. Now, you'll see that the electrical ones don't have a template description. But if I come down, ACAD 3D is a normal English feet and inches Imperial drawing template for 3D drafting. If I come down a bit more, there's the ACAD ISO, which is a normal international metric drawing template. They're these ones here, Imperial and metric. So you can see that there's all these tools available to you. There's all these different ones like ACE, ANSI, landscape. So you can see there, they're American. ANSI stands for American National Standards Institute, for example. And as I come down, look, there's all different sheet sizes that I can use, color, named plot styles, and so on. So if I click on that one, no template description, but the actual title of it tells me what it does. So that's a DIN A2 color template, for example. And here I can also use a wizard to set things like units, angle, angle measure, angle direction, and area for a new drawing. They are actually based on metric ACAD ISO templates, so be aware of that if you're going to work in Imperial in feet and inches. So this is your startup dialog box. Now I'm going to cancel it, and what I'm going to do is type startup again. Select startup. At the moment it's 1 because I set it to 1. I'm going to change it back to 3 and press enter. Now why have I switched that off and set it back to its original settings? If you're using regular AutoCAD to create electrical drawings that are then going to be brought into AutoCAD Electrical, you might use that startup dialog box. However, we are in AutoCAD Electrical 2015. We don't actually need that startup dialog box when we're using AutoCAD Electrical. But you might have members of your team that are just using regular AutoCAD and bringing in drawings that are just regular AutoCAD drawings. They're creating them for you. You're bringing them into your AutoCAD electrical projects. You would use the project manager over here to bring in new drawings into your project here, your Demo 03 project. So somebody might use that startup dialog box to create a new AutoCAD drawing, which has got details on it that you then want to bring into your AutoCAD electrical project. You don't need to use the startup dialog box if you're using the project manager. But as I said, you might have members of your team that need that startup dialog box to create just regular AutoCAD drawings that you might then bring into your AutoCAD electrical projects.